Alright, quick one guys, this is going to be to help teach you about how to become more vulnerable in your life. And by that we mean this might be trying a new thing with your relationship partner, something totally out of the blue, which you may have never done before, or this might be just asking a new chick out, perhaps that's something you might not do very often. So what I'm going to teach you today is going to help you teach your mind and teach yourself, techniques, or not even techniques, it's just like to try and open you up to new challenges, basically. So at the moment, I'm talking quite quickly because I don't have a lot of memory on my phone, but at the moment, I'm on top of a tree and I'm pretty fucking high up, alright? And this is not something I've done before. I've not fucking climbed up a tree like this before. Initially, I looked at the tree and I was like, oh, okay, that would actually be a cool challenge to try and, just climb up one of those and ponder thoughts and read a book, or maybe something like that. And so I came up to the tree, tried to climb up it. Before I even tried to climb up it, my first instinct was like, oh, do I really want to do this? I was kind of like standing there for a few seconds before I actually did it. And then I put in like these really mediocre efforts into trying to get up this tree. If you saw them, they look so pathetic. And yeah, after those mediocre efforts, this might be the sort of effort you would make when you initially first try to talk to a guy. You might be like, ah, ah, it might come out. It might come out quite awkward, things like that. That was like my first sort of mediocre effort as trying to climb up a tree. I try to, put my arm around and pull myself up, but I knew, I was introspective enough to be like, to understand that I was actually just being a little pussy. So I said to myself, hang on, what am I doing, and then, I said, yeah, so I said, I'm really going to go for this. And so, yeah, first proper effort was kind of like, trying to throw myself onto it and like pull myself up the log. Didn't really work, hurt myself a bit. Got over the hurt, was like, tried to understand and tell myself, oh look, see, this is what it feels like when you fail. It hurts, but the whole part of this process is to keep carrying on. And then I said to myself, you know what, I'm not going to leave this place until I get onto this tree, get up this tree. And so I tried again, hurt myself again, and then I thought, hey, hang on a minute. Instead of just trying to use brute force, why don't I actually use my head a bit? And so, I got some logs together, to try and get me up this. It was pretty high, I'm a tall guy. I'm 203 centimeters, and it was fucking hard for me to get up. And, with the help of a few logs, I managed it. Yeah, because some cuts and grazes along the way, but that's the way it is, isn't it, guys? Nothing actually comes, nothing valuable, or nothing really that you will truly appreciate will come to you at ease. It'll come to you at an expense of some sort of expense. So, for example, a beautiful girlfriend will come at the expense of you getting rejected a million times, something like that. And me getting on top of this tree is the same sort of thing. And that's why I want you guys to try and experience, basically. Try and do little challenges with yourself throughout the day, which may not be, if there's this thing which you want to do with your life and you're not quite there or able to take that step to do it, then do like small little things, like, for example, if you haven't done this sort of climbing up a tree thing before, try doing climbing up a tree thing. Yeah, and by the way, when I got up the tree, I felt fucking amazing. It felt so good. Oh yeah, great sense of accomplishment, and it just sort of tells your mind, it builds that, whatever. I can't really put it into words, but it basically, it teaches you to strive and be persistent with what it is you want, and then at the end, in the process there'll be hurt and challenges or whatever, but at the end, there'll be something great. And one quick thing before I finish, although I have got, to where I am now, I still want to go up higher. And that's the challenge. You've got to keep pushing higher and higher and higher. You can't get to this place where, say, you're in a great relationship, you're having fun, blah, blah, blah. You can't just like stagnate and stay there forever. You have to actually keep progressively pushing on and on and on. And that's the key, that's part of living life. If you stagnate, then you might as well die where you are there and then, because you're not going to live anything else new, are you? So yeah, guys, that's it. I had to speak quite quick because I thought the video was going to run out pretty fast, but it didn't. But whatever, or maybe it would have. But yeah, bye.